Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm Franz Martin, independent demonstrator with Stamping Up at frenchiestamps.com. Today I'm going to share a one sheet wonder. We're going to do two 6x6 one sheet wonder that make 4 cards with each piece of 6x6. Also, I'm going to share with you how to cut a piece of 12x12, cut at half of it, and we're going to do the same layout. So really you could get 16 cards with 12x12. It would be 2 of the same. The beauty about what I got laid out here, it's that the backing, the layer in the back, it's using only one sheet of 8.5 by 11. So it's almost like 2 for 1 in this video, right? And so let me share with you how this is done. So like I said, we got 2 sheets, and this here, what you see, it was this print of New Horizon. This is my new favorite paper. You're going to see a lot of use in my video and so on. I'm in love with that paper, put it that way. It's like watercolor scenery. I absolutely love it. So very little you have to do. So this was one print here, and this is a print. So this one, I bet you can tell it was easy, right? Cut it in half, back in half. So let's bring this here, and we're gonna go ahead and cut this in half at 3, and I'm gonna put them together and cut it at 3. Boom. This is it. Okay, this and this. So that's going to be these 4 cards here. Now the next one, we're going to go ahead and cut this. I have to think here. What they say, measure 1, cut once, 4 1/4. We're going to cut that at 4 1/4. So 4 1/4. Cut this at 4 1/4. This and this gonna be flipped and cut at 3, right in the center. So 4 1/4, and then flip at 3 right in half. Voila. So now this one going to be for those cards here. If you're wondering, you're like, where those 3 come from? That's a stamp set I use. I'm going to share how we done that. And here on this. Is that cool? Okay, let me share now how to cut your 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock to get exactly your backing for this. So we're going to flip this, cut it at 3 1/4 on the long way, lift at 3 1/4, lift, and this here it leave you with 2 inch, and this piece here was 1 3/4. You see how all fall together good. So before I cut this one, I find it a lot easier. So depending which punch you're going to use, I am using the Delightful Tag Punch. I'm going to put that right here. Punch one end, turn it around, punch again. So now I got both ends punch. Now from that, I'm going to go ahead and cut that at 4. So we're going to be left with just a little strip. 4 and 4 from the scallop topper there. So really we are left with this, and that can vary a little bit depending on your topper that you use. This is like 278 by 2, so it can vary a bit, but you see this is going to go there, and this is going to go here. So don't worry, you think this one is plain. It will not be plain. Now the 2 at 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, I like to put them together, make it life easier to cut just once. We're going to go at 3 1/4 again. This and then 3 1/4 again, and this. So now I get this, so that's 1, 2, and then 3, 4. The other one I did it with evening evergreen. See? So now we get these. Now guess what? This, it's the perfect size for the other two. How wicked awesome is that? And I'm gonna be honest with you, this happened just by cutting I cut this first, and when I came to cut the thing, I said, oh, I shouldn't cut 3 by 3, 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. I should have cut it all on the same strip. No, it happened for a reason. How lucky was I, right? So you see now with one piece of 8 1/2 by 11, I got my 8 cards done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8. And what we get left, it's this. Now, looking at that, so I took 2 stamp sets. I was looking, I wanted a skinny greeting, meaning that it would fit at the bottom, okay? And I came up with Art Gallery. That seemed the one that was suiting what I wanted to do. So I'm using all the greeting from this. You get many. I miss you. Congratulations. Happy birthday. Good luck. Sorry. Thank you. Best wishes. You are lovely. I'm thinking of you. I love I'm thinking of you because that can go for anything, like a get well. It can go for a birthday. I'm thinking of you. I want to wish you a happy birthday. I'm thinking of you. I hope you feel better, and so on. Now, to add some, I add Grassy Grove. That I got a class in the mail coming up with that, or it's already announced. I don't know when this video gonna pop. Another scenery or nature set that I absolutely love. So I'm using the 3 of this, and the back, the ground, and this here. I kept it very simple. And so like for this, let's move this. And I'm going to still use Evening Evergreen to add on this. But the greeting, I'm going to put Blackberry Bliss. So here, I want to keep that mat clean there. I'm going to put that right here, here, and here. So see, now I get this. So see, it really finished, and I can even add more. Say that you're like, I want to add more. I'm gonna stamp off, look more in the back. Here, voila. So you can decorate it any way that you want. And even this one here, that it's kind of like that purple sky there, I'm going to go ahead and I can add that right there. I don't have to add some to all, but it adds a little bit here and there if you think there are 2 planes. So I will finish that, and like for the topper there, add that right there, and then boom. See how fun it is? And you can always look at the back. Maybe you wanted to flip some. Okay, so that's how it's done. Now, I was putting them together, and I love the brick embossing in the back of that, just because it gives some character in the background. So I emboss first. One thing that I want to share with you, though, you're going to do that at your own risk. Because really, an embossing folder, the inch should go first, this way. Well, in this case, if I put that here, some of you are going to roll that there, but it gives a bump there, and I don't like it. So what I do, I put that right at the edge, like this. Put that in my folder. You want to make sure, in my folder, on my plate, you want to make sure that the embossing folder stay right at the edge. Now, because this is a 3D embossing folder, I'm using the gray plate and put it at the top and roll on. But again, the proper way to use an embossing folder, it's the inch need to go first, okay? So if you do this, do it at your own risk. Now, for the card that folded this way, you could always also emboss it, like I said, but I don't like the bump or the finish look that it gives, because it kind of leaves bits at the top, none. So, because it need to fit in, so that's why I rather do the long one, 11 by 4 1/4. Okay, now I will finish all these cards, and like I said, these on, see how it changed. So it's gonna go here, and let me share with you how I'm gonna use a ribbon, not sure which color, with this here. Put it a little bit diagonal, and then I got my Blackberry Bliss here, and I stamp after I emboss it. So it's tricky a little bit, but it's still very doable. Take this, take my thank you, go on the brick, just hold it straight, give the pressure, lift straight up, boom. That's simple. And then on the inside, I did variation on the inside. So let me move this. All the card will be finished, so you can see them on my blog. So this one here, I call it, it's almost like Niagara Falls. See the blue there? So inside I just variation this one I did the same. Here I did the one with the flower, just tap with the marker. This one I wanted to try something different, add different color, but to be honest, I like the plain look, just one layer, nothing else. And I like it with the embossing folder. So even if you want to go this way, you still can use like embossing. You would go the other direction, fold it this way, it would open this way. So how would you do that? It's instead of putting it this way, then it would go this way, and then that would go on the right direction. See, because then it would be, the brick would be stacked up, and it would go in the right direction to have the inch there. So that would be the possibility that it would be saved to your embossing folder. So, okay, this was one sheet, and then like I said, the other one was this one, see? And this, it's plain in the back. I didn't emboss or anything. This, it's absolutely nothing added. This one I added the trees. Again, I feel that looked like Niagara Falls for some reason. And this one I added the tree and nothing. Very quick and simple. It is so many beautiful print in the New Horizon. Amazing. Now, if you want to know how to do it with a 12 by 12, here is how I would done it. So I like to have my print this way. So I would cut at 6, so it go down, okay? 6. So really you could make 2. It would give you 16 cards instead of 8. And then I'm going to flip this, and we're going to cut this at 3. And then we're going to put this together, and we're going to cut at 3, and then 3. So now we get the 4 square. That was one print of 6 by 6, right? Now the next one, we're going to cut that at 1 1/4. So that is our tag. See, that's the size of our tag. And then these two are these one. Well, flip it on the right way here, and boom. That is it, my friends. So just pay attention to the direction the paper go, and you go from there. And the reason why you want to pay attention to the direction it go, it's because of these two. But if it would flip, you just flip your card. I mean, no sweat about it. So now you know how to do it with a 12 by 12 or with 2 6 by 6. You got 2 different layouts. So, is that awesome? Here we go. That is one. And here's the other one. So, they will be all picture on my blog. And the 12 by 12 with the hand pen that I just cut, that's going to be another blog down the road here. So this blog post, I'm going to show the new horizon, and also these going to be finished also. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did creating them. For all your Stampin' Up need, visit my blog at frenchiestamps.com. Direct link below. You can shop 24/7 all in the US. Have a lovely day, my friend. Thanks for your support.